Ohio gozaimasu. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Got some more Phoenix Wright. A little more Ace Attorney. Also, I realized a new Phoenix Wright game comes out in a couple days, but the Great Chronicles or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like paying full price for those types of games when I have so much on my plate already.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never.
Nick?
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh. Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe. My heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy.
You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
How the fuck did you get in here, Larry? You really helped out in the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, Larry's just keeping it real. I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Isn't that so emotional?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh?
Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
Yeah.
Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
In grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, kinda forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial.
Class trial?
Danganronpa. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside.
Oh yeah, now you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. No alibi.
So, they thought you did it?
Mm-hmm. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as a defendant. You even had that hair back then?
I didn't do it. Guilty! You did it! Guilty, it was you! Thief! Give the money back, you're such a meanie. No one played with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, and not borrowing my eraser. You shouldn't be allowed in the relay race. Or on the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob that bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, You know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. And that's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs.
Miles? Look at him. Oh, it's so cute.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels.
He said he'd... That's Larry? God, these kids had some interesting hair.
He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Okay, where's the execution? Come on. Monokuma. Doko desu ka, Monokuma? After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well... I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? That was a nice one. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
He's so happy. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident?
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. And that's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
You don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
That's like next level stalking, Nick, I gotta tell you right now. Some left... One sec. One second. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. I don't remember saying do it for free either. You better have some money there, butts. Nick.
Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? First there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
What he is? The fuck? I'd settle for who.
Okay, let's go.
So we have new evidence? Oh yeah, we did get rid of some of them, didn't we? Go. Okay. Let's keep going then, shall we? You look as grim as always, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Listen, that's always so cringe when you're telling a story and no one around you remembers it, but they were all there. Like, you look like the weirdo.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
This is like deep, man. It's like some deep fucking shit, you know? Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that kind of good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory. Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been a sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. Wait, what? He wouldn't be called innocent, he'd just be thrown in a crazy boot jail. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Makes sense to me. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. A strange situation, you say?
Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck, Gumshoe. Do your best, buddy. He's out again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. This guy's never here, what the fuck? This guy's never here. What are you doing here, Larry? Can you, like, go? Go somewhere? Hey, pal, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
But one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. No woods, eh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Him? Yes, I know who that is. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg?
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, yeah? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come to my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? Mr. Grossberg?
Nobody's home. Hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello.
Yo, Polly, tell us some stuff. Polly want a cracker?
Can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Now the bird's gonna hate me. Too funny, man. Too funny.
Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them?
Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right?
Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you?
Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away.
Except the one that got away from us was a caretaker, and we did see him.
Why do I talk to you, Maya? Like, why? I really wonder sometimes. What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, never mind.
Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See? That's why I didn't want to tell you.
Oh. Great. 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 Okay, let's find out what to do. I don't want to, like, borrow. I don't want to borrow with this bullshit. Examine the safe box. Is a safe in here? What else is safe?
Doesn't look like he used his kitchen much.
Oh, that's a safe? Why is it on the TV?
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick. Let's see what's in there.
The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Oh, boring.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Wait, what the fuck?
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm gonna read the entire thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean, to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Yeah, I can already tell it's gonna be like, oh, whoa, that's not a really valid piece of evidence. Then Von Karma's gonna be like, oh, judge, yeah. How the fuck do I leave? Fuck. Wait, it's not here? Oh, I have to go to detention center, okay. See this letter? This came out of the safe in that shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. Oh, I see. Revenge? On me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant? You got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. It's obviously Yanni. Like, it's so obvious. It would make sense. He'd be around 50 years old, like his dad.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men. Meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says, this is your last chance.
Last chance? Maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi? You mean what I've been saying for the last 4 videos?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent.
Duh.
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything went dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe.
Quiet, I said quiet.
You're not making this any easier.
Who's talking? That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yana Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Yeah, but you don't get let off the hook if you're insane. You go to a fucking institution.
Isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. Every single night, I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Who's saying that? Is that Yogi? Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In the days I pick up the pistol. Oh my... Wait, what? Wait. Oh no. Oh, that's... Oh no! Are you fucking kidding me? He killed his dad by accident? It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But... That's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why you wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. Yeah, but that's all speculation. This is bad.
What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can't do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe...
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Mr. Grossberg? Is that you? Yes, it is you. Mr. Grossberg.
Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
My.
Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder...
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well...
Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Whose gun was it, though? Was it the bailiff's?
No. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney of that peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect winning record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were. Despair?
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was you. She was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Yeah, because he wanted to make sure his son didn't go to jail. What the fuck? That's obvious. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his own testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. So interesting. It actually is.
One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
Okay, let's get going then. What do we do now? Yeah? Oh. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. Then he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Manfred von Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? I just wanted to see his reaction. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. Wait a second, I am? This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
Nani? But that means... the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? It's a very good question indeed, isn't it? It truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What do you mean by that? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
So. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations?
I don't take a vacation. Like, I'm not trying to make this about me, but the last vacation I took was in 2017. COVID definitely didn't help, obviously, but still.
Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. Also, that doesn't count.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. Yo, Mr. Grossberg is actually kind of a G. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Wakarimasu. Okay, let's make our way to the record room then.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Nick, let's hurry.
Before he falsifies evidence like a fucking bastard.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Let me guess, that police report's gone too.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking at it recently.
The label says unsolved cases evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty.
Whoa, really? Who would have guessed? What are you doing in here? Oh god, that sprite. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? Wait a second. This guy doesn't look the same, does he?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon, do you see wait a second. I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. Does this guy have memory loss?
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? Wait a second, I'm confused. Is this a guy or not? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? Okay, well that's absolutely scuffed. Okay. Oh god, okay. Apparently something funny thing happens here. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder? Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter?
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What is that thing?
The fuck? A stun gun? For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter.
No!
What are you...
Nick, run.
What? What? Maya got zapped? Wow, Nick. You fucking bastard. You see Maya get stunned and you're just standing there? Ay, ay. Open your eyes.
Maya. The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer, or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Yeah, what the fuck? Wait a second. How dare you say that? You better give her a good-ass speech right now, Phoenix. Grr? You do gurring? DL6 incident evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I bet you that's the same... I bet you those ballistic markings will match with the gun that killed Hammond. Dun dun dun. Am I gonna be alone in court tomorrow?
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay guys, I know this is a short video, but I don't want to get into this case. I don't want to get into the final day just yet. I want to wait a little bit. Just so I can make sure I do it in a smooth motion, because I got to go work after this and I don't want to lose that train of thought. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next one.